everyone, this is Star with Ariana. Start with your weekly reading for the week starting from 4 to 10 September. I will use Love Oracle as well as Divine Messages Oracle for your reading this week. We do have the timestamp given in the description box, so in case you want to proceed directly to your sun sign, you can do just that. Please do like, share and subscribe. Also, if you want a personalized reading, feel free to reach us at the email address given below. For Aries, I do have the card Legacy. I think your focus is going to be on legal documents, contracts, paperwork. Maybe you're also going to do well in your profession. That is why you're going to leave your stamp or leave your mark. This week, I think you need to be prepared for unforeseen eventualities. Maybe there's also going to be excess communication. The key, Aries, is to adapt, to adjust and go the extra mile for gains, even if it is daunting. Maybe you also need to nip issues in the bud because there could be mistrust in a relationship. With respect to your love life, I do have this card, My Other Soul. I think your person and you recognizes the soul bond. You do recognize that there's a past life connection or there's a deep soul connection which needs to be treasured this week. I'm just doing what I have to do right now. Sometimes, Aries, you also need to focus on work as that is going to be priority. Like I said, you're going to be extremely preoccupied on account of tasks that come up. Maybe you're also focusing on paperwork as this person in the card. Yet I think you need to cement your relationship with your person. You do need to understand that this is a relationship that needs to be treasured. Maybe you're also going to introduce your person to your loved ones or friends and acquaintances. That effort from your end could also do wonders for your relationship. Someone from your past could also want to reconnect. Maybe this person is very unsure about his feelings, but he recognizes this connection. That is why he is making a re-entry into your life this week. Maybe you're also confused about the status of this relationship because sometimes he is playing hide and seek. That is why you want clarity with respect to this connection as well. From Aries, I will move to Taurus. For Taurus, I do have the card Symbiotic Relationship. I think the focus is going to be on your relationships. Maybe someone is clinging like the ivy in this card. It is clinging to the bark of the tree. Maybe this person doesn't want to let go. Or maybe even you are benefiting on account of a mutually beneficial relationship. Other than that, this week, I think you need to be watchful as a question of ethics could arise. Maybe you're also going to cover up your tracks. Ideally, I think, Taurus, you also need to let go of what is not yours, as that is going to ensure peace of mind. Maybe you're also going to be a bit hassled because there's no system and order at work. Besides, others are unwilling to take charge. Primarily, I think money, gadget issues and paperwork is going to keep you preoccupied. From the Love Oracle deck, I do have the card If Only You Were Aware of the Effect You Have on Me. This could be for those of you who are in an unacknowledged relationship, or even if there's a distance in this relationship, you do want this person to acknowledge you. You do want to be the center of his world. I just got caught up in the moment. Maybe these two cards are implying the same. You do want love, affection, harmony in your relationship, but then this person is also preoccupied on account of work or on account of other matters that are his priorities. Some of you may want to let go of a person who you believe is very clingy, who is always attaching and is not keeping your interests at heart. Maybe this person also wants you to realize that you have impacted his or her life in a very beautiful manner. From Taurus, I will move to Gemini. For Gemini, I do have the card Be Vigilant. You need to stay focused, you need to be alert. There are going to be opportunities to make gains, so you need to grab them. The squirrel always hoards for the winter season. It stores nuts. Likewise, I think you need to focus on financial gains. Maybe you shouldn't save. There could also be some constraints in a relationship, so be crystal clear I do have this card, negative behavior, ego, attitude problem, admit it, you were in the wrong. Maybe there's a distance which has come about in your relationship because of these issues. Ego has no place in relationships. The key for harmony is to own up to our mistakes. Maybe you or the other person needs to realize that, because between this couple there's a distance which needs to be overcome. You're special to me even though I told you otherwise. Despite this person or even you regard this person as your soulmate, you too feel that there's a special bond which needs to be acknowledged or cherished. Some of you also need to be careful because there could be unwanted attention. Maybe your person is also someone who is very dominating and aggressive. That is why you need to address these issues. You cannot be under anybody's thumb. Basically, I think you need to have an equal relationship with your person. Maybe you're in an oppressive marriage. That is why you're also being asked to be alert or be vigilant. From Gemini, I will move to Cancer. For Cancer, I do have the card innate abilities. I think you need to focus on your talents. These are gifts from the universe. Maybe you're also someone who needs to polish your skills, devote your energies to a pastime as well, because your talents could also help you overcome the stress levels that you're encountering in your life. Expenses will definitely mount this week. Maybe you have to cough up fines. Maybe gadgets could be malfunctioning. Ideally, I think Cancerians, you need to stay calm. You have to rework on your ideas. Besides, your family could also be imposing certain limitations on you. You need to be large-hearted. Maybe you're also going to come to the aid of those whom you care about. With respect to your love life, I do have this card, Love Wind Cold. I think you need not be in a defensive frame of mind. You need to maintain warmth and ardor in your relationship or in your connection, even if you're married or even if you're in a romantic connection for that matter. I think the ice should thaw. It shouldn't be that love has gone into cold storage. There's also a message here which says you're the only person who truly gets me. Even if there's friction in a relationship, there is that understanding that this person understands you perfectly well, that there is that deep connection. Even if words are not being exchanged, you do understand that telepathically the two of you are very connected. From Cancer, I will move to Leo. I do have the card Hall of Fame for Leo. I think your achievements are going to be appreciated. You are going to be amply rewarded for your hard work. Short-term gains are likely this week, but you also need to look at the bigger picture. Maybe there are people who are going to let you down, so be assertive and stay motivated. Other than that, I think things will also be revealed to you. There could be technical challenges, and your focus should also be on your health. With respect to your love life, I do have the card Living in a Fool's Paradise. I think you need to be more practical and pragmatic with respect to a romantic connection. Maybe you think this relationship will work out, but then this bubble will definitely burst. So you need to keep all those things in mind. Maybe you're going to gain perspective with respect to a relationship. Singletons, I think there are going to be suitors. Even married members of the opposite sex are going to be interested in you. I also have this card, I feel too much pressure right now. Maybe the pressure to commit or maybe the pressure to sustain the relationship could be too much. That is why it is affecting the two of you or one of you. Maybe you want to be all by yourself to understand the dynamics of this relationship this week. From Leo, I will move to Virgo. For Virgo, I do have the card, that sinking feeling. I think you may feel a sense of loss. The leaf in this card is completely submerged. It is underwater. That is why you may be thinking that things are going awry or things are not going as per your plan. This is a week when you need to take advice. Maybe you should seek the good counsel of a healer, medical professional, or even a legal, or spend time in the library. You may think, that your loved ones aren't supportive of your ideas, though your friends and acquaintances are. Perhaps, Virgos, you also need to find alternatives here. Still, I think you're someone who is going to be able to do work one after the other. Maybe you also feel that someone is very manipulative in your life, but you also need to be clever. With respect to your love life, I do have the card farewell, but I'm no good at goodbyes. Maybe because your relationship is not working, that is why you have that card, that sinking feeling. Maybe one of you wants to walk away from the connection, but then it is extremely hard to accept the same. There are still so many unsaid things between us. Maybe you need to sit down and you need to thrash things out or resolve issues before you let go of this person. One of you is not going to want to release the balloons in the sky. Most definitely, Virgos, you are going to be feeling the loss or the pain this week. There are going to be other admirers, though. The health of a loved one could also be something which is going to make you fretful. From Virgo, I will move to Libra. Psychic attack, I think you need to protect your energy levels because there are going to be energy vampires. There's an energy shift you need to guard against. Maybe aura cleansing is also going to benefit you, or you should also clean your environment. Maybe you could burn sage or camphor. Other than that, this week I think you need to blow the pipe of peace. You need to resolve issues and move on. The universe is also asking you to advertise your skills, to network for gains. Whatever it may be, there's also going to be work-related recognition. Even if a superior or even if a colleague continues to underestimate your abilities, you will come good. Even in legal matters, you can expect positive development. If only you were aware of the effect you have on me. I think your person and you need to cherish this relationship. Maybe one of you is not waking up to the reality that this person has deep feelings, or vice versa. I'm working towards a better future. Maybe this person is also preoccupied on account of work. That is why he has other thoughts and plans. I think you also need to do aura cleansing with respect to this connection, because there are people who could be jealous or envious of you. That is also affecting your closeness this week. Let's move from Libra to Scorpio. For Scorpio, I do have the card Divine Spark. I think you're going to be very inspired. Maybe you should pay attention to the creative idea which is coming into your head this week. You need not brush it aside. You also need to work towards manifesting it, making it a reality. Minor gains can be expected, praise, appreciation, and a flurry of phone calls could be there. Maybe you're also being promised much, but then you have to settle for peanuts. Other than that, tasks could also need to be attended to at short notice. Maybe you are frustrated, but then you're going to get the support to come up trumps. Love went cold is a card from the Love Oracle deck. I think you need warmth and ardor in your connection. Maybe you shouldn't cold shoulder your person, or it could even be vice versa. The ice should melt. There should be passion in a relationship. Scorpions, I can't take this anymore. Maybe this person or even you realizes that this distance is hurting the connection. He cannot take this distance. Maybe you need to work towards bridging that distance this week. From Scorpio, I will move to Sagittarius. For Sagittarius, I do have the card Be Vigilant. I think this week you need to stay alert, you need to be watchful. Maybe you're also moving from turbulence to calmer waters. A sense of calm is going to come about as the week progresses. Sometimes, you could be undecided on your course of action, but then you need to seize the opportunity, even if you're hesitant, as everything is going to fall in place. Maybe you're also dealing with government officials. Official paperwork or documents will also take up your time. Like this card, you need to stay alert because there could be mistakes. Other than that, maybe some of you are also making travel plans this week. With respect to your love life, I do have the card Closeness, Comfort and Warmth. These three words are all interconnected. Without closeness, there can't be comfort, and without comfort, there can't be warmth in a relationship. You're going to enjoy that closeness this week. You need to cherish the same. Maybe you're also making travel plans to be with your person. It says here, you still take my breath away. There's a realization that this person is someone who pulls at your heartstrings. Sagittarius, that needs to be valued this week. Let's move from Sagittarius to Capricorn. For Capricorn, I do have the card caught in a web. Maybe circumstances are antagonistic. Maybe you feel there's no end in sight. You may feel entrapped like the cherries in this card. They seem to be all in a muddle. Some kind of disappointments are going to be there. Maybe there's a rift in a relationship. Harsh words could be exchanged, whether in your personal life or whether in the work environment. This could all be unnerving for you. I think you need to be careful with your words, as the rift could be very permanent. Work-wise also, I think you have to be prepared for long hours at work. The work environment could even unsettle you. Be clear in financial matters. All this could also affect your health. You could also be a bit crestfallen because you may not get what you desire. But then you must also understand that the universe always has our best interests at heart. I have this card, time and love never waited for anyone. So some of you could also be going through a heartache of sorts. Time will slip away, even love will slip away. That is why I think you need to talk things out. Whether in a committed relationship or whether you're married, I think you need to thrash issues out rather than say something untoward. I also have this card, I'm sorry I couldn't follow through with my promises. Maybe this heartache is also coming about because your person or even you did not keep up with those promises. So one person is completely disappointed and shattered, and this is not going to be easy to overcome. Maybe you're still yearning for your beloved. From Capricorn, I will move to Aquarius. For Aquarians, I do have the card Psychic Attack. I think you need to be careful this week because of the evil eye. Maybe people are not happy with your decisions. Maybe you should also keep your cards close to your chest because that's the best way you can combat envy. Aura cleansing will also be beneficial. At times, Aquarians, we think that plan A will work, but then plan B could be the way forward. That is why you have to rethink and readjust to your plans. That is why you have to rethink your moves and stay focused. Your schedule could also be disrupted. I also have this card, Wedding Bells. I think some of you want to settle down. You want to walk down the aisle. Maybe you're also meeting that special someone on account of a social event. So go out there, be social, mingle. Maybe that is why this card, I'm really bad at commitment for some of you. Even if there are prospective suitors, maybe you want to reevaluate your relationships. Maybe you want to understand whether you really want to settle down to holy matrimony. Those of you who are romancing, I think you should protect your relationship from those who are jealous. Maybe others aren't happy. Maybe your friends and family members could also ask you to put an end to this relationship, though you have marriage on your mind. So keep everything in perspective. In case yours is a secret romance, I think you should keep it under wraps this week. Well, let's move from Aquarius to Pisces, which is the last sign of the zodiac. For Pisces, I do have the card Hall of Fame. I think your talent is going to be recognized. You're someone who is going to be very ingenious and creative. There are surprises in store for you this week. Your personal magnetism is also going to be at its peak. You will impress others with your output. Basically, I think you have the chance to get ahead of the pack, even if you're under pressure. Yet this could also mean that there are going to be green-eyed monsters around you, so you should seek divine guidance. Home improvements are also going to be there for many Pisces. I do have the card Platonic Love. Maybe you are forming a deep friendship with someone from the opposite sex, because yellow roses in this card does signify the same. Maybe you should cherish this relationship because eventually it could develop into a more stronger bond, or it could even lead to a union of sorts. I will come back for you. Maybe some of you maintaining a friendship. Maybe this person needs time and space before he can commit to this relationship. That is why this card, I will come back for you sooner rather than later. This person does feel that a union could come about. He does see you as a twin flame, in case yours is a twin flame connection. Maybe you're also going through the runner and chaser dynamics this week. So all these factors need to be kept in mind. Those of you who are already married, I think your focus is going to be the home, your children. You do want a peaceful home environment this week. I hope Pisces you liked your reading. This is Star with Ariana Stark. Do give us your feedback in the comment section. This is Ariana Stark signing off. Take care. Bye. Till the next time.